good to go. Alright. This will be Schmitty hosting this one.
Hey there, I'm Sandy. Got some questions?
Hi, Sandy.
Playing alone, huh? Okay, can you give me your name? Okie dokie. Have a look around and choose an episode.
Toys, Halloween, faxes, shake a stick at, crime and punishment, random acts of kindness.
I wonder what time it is.
Crime and punishment, we'll go with that
30
one.
seconds. Your buzzer is the letter B as in bra. Hey, I'm wearing one right now.
Good on you.
20 seconds. All right, listen up. Take notes. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. Got that?
Yeah.
All right, now get out of here.
Stupidity isn't a crime yet. I can say something, but I'd rather not.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey kids, stay in school. Look both ways before crossing the street. There, hopefully that'll satisfy the community service portion of my sentence. Apparently it's illegal to do naked jumping jacks in the park on a Sunday afternoon. I don't know who came up with that law. Hey, don't do drugs. Wash behind your ears and between your legs. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Wow.
Give me a category.
I apologize for my lack of musical talent sometimes.
Whoa. Let's have a big warm welcome for My Guitar Is Sorry for the Pain It Has Inflicted. $2,000 for correct answer. Okay, fact. Frank Zappa's got this song, My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama. You heard of it? Suppose your
No.
mama's killed and Zappa's guitar is a suspect because it's not from a guitar, which piece of crime scene evidence would point to another culprit? A B string, a C string, a D string, or a G string? Now, a G string is found on a guitar. Of course, if Zappa's guitar has a good lawyer, the case could be made that it was your mama's G string. Here's the one the winners pick. There ain't no C string on a guitar, but there is a C string on some other stringed instruments. Cello. Huh? Cello? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Oh, God. I remember once I walked into my mother's bedroom and the cello was between her legs and she had her hands all over its fingerboard. Oh, God, it was horrible, and yet I couldn't look away.
What?
All right, pick a category. This category is known as Crime Doesn't Pay. It earns frequent flyer miles. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Hey, you know that movie Con Air with all those dangerous convicts on
Sure.
a plane together? Yeah, must have been hell for the flight attendants. Suppose you're a flight attendant on an all-convict Con Air flight. Given it's known to have calming effects, which airline meal will you highly recommend? The vegetables, the pasta, the salmon, or the beef? The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Oh.
Should have picked this one. Pasta and other complex carbohydrates have a tranquilizing effect. Unfortunately, the convicts also asked for 14 cups of coffee each. Now you have a problem.
Yeah.
Throw me a category. May I introduce Go to Jail. Go directly to jail. We're playing for
Do not pass go.
$3,000 this time. Oh man, I can't believe this. Money laundering is illegal? I mean, who hasn't washed some cash with a load of laundry, right? Money
That's
laundering,
not
which
exactly.
Monopoly bill will turn your undies pink? A $5 bill, a $10 bill, a $20 bill, or a $500 bill?
God, I don't remember.
No.
I'm just dying
Could have
in
given you
this
some
game.
cash if you picked this one. The $5 Monopoly bill is pink, so if it runs, it might just turn your undies pink. Not a problem for me, though. All my undies are already pink. And lacy. Did I mention the crotchless part yet?
Sure.
All right, I need a category. Let's take a look at 12 angry reasons to avoid jury duty. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Say, did you ever see that movie 12 Angry Men?
I did.
It's about all these guys who have jury duty and they all get pissed off at Henry Fonda. Yeah, that Fonda could really piss people off, you know? Anyway, imagine the judge in 12 Angry Men separates the jurors by putting them each in a corner. If all the corners are used, what is the shape of the judge's courtroom? A heptagon. A dodecagon is a 12-sided figure
There
and
you
has
go.
12 corners to stick those nasty
D&D
jurors in.
for the W there.
Your Honor, can I take a quick bathroom break?
You're in contempt. Bailiff, place a dunce cap on the juror in the fourth corner.
Category, please. Hey, stress cut with lime.
Gibberish question.
It's time for a Flip for Dish Mess Fun.
Take a look at this gibberish category. Gary Hart's monkey is in business. I'm gonna open the value of this gibberish question at $5,000. Now, as soon as you know the answer, you buzz in and start typing, because I'm gonna take away some of that cash every second and a half. Okay, tell me what this piece of useless gibberish rhymes with. The chap, done a mist.
The chap done a mist.
First clue, it's a punishment. Like, no dessert? It's a punishment that goes easy on the... Let's see what you got. Start typing. Hey, you might think that's a nothing punishment, but let me tell you, a slap on the wrist can be incredibly painful if you have carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah, that is
Time
true.
to pick a category. Coming at you, all singing, all dancing, all suffering. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, so everybody knows that Andrew Lloyd Webber makes musicals out of everything from like T.S. Eliot poetry to the Bible, right? With people on roller skates and stuff. If Andrew Lloyd Webber turned the novel Crime and Punishment into a musical, what would be the most appropriate title?
Raskolnikov.
The main character in Crime and Punishment is named Raskolnikov. Yeah, see, he's a student who kills a pawnbroker and then feels guilty, so he sings about it to thousands of tourists while wearing a cat outfit and doing an Elvis impersonation. Yep, that Andrew Lloyd Webber really knows his Russian literature. Give me a category. Let's see what we got going. Nursery rhymes and petty theft. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Okay, I love this part. You know that game, Who Stole the Cookies from the Cookie Jar?
Schmitty stole the cookies from the cookie jar.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Couldn't be.
Then who?
Cookie stole the cookies from the cookie jar. See how much fun that was? So, what game would Jean Valjean from Victor Hugo's omnipresent Les Miserables play? Who stole the chicken from the coop? Who stole the water from the well? Who stole the bread from the bread box?
He's the
Or
one
who
that stole the bread.
Jean Valjean is initially sentenced to 5 years of hard labor for stealing a loaf of bread.
To feed his family, I believe.
Oh, I love Broadway musicals. Where else can you spend $80 to watch a guy steal a loaf of bread? And hey, when you leave the theater, for just $40 more, you can watch a guy take your wallet. All right, pick a category. Here we have Mario obligatory nickname Mafiatelli. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. One question coming right up. Based on his or her nickname, which lawbreaker most likely suffered from jaundice? George Babyface Nelson, Jake
That'd be
Greasy Thumb
Yellow
Cusick,
Kid.
Alan. Jaundice is a symptom of various liver diseases. When you're afflicted, your skin and the whites of your eyes turn yellow. And that's how I got the name Yellow Kid. So tell me, why does they call you Grapefruit-Sized Tumor Jones? Throw me a category.
You don't really want to know the answer to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120,
We're calling this one Recess is a Breeding Ground for Criminals. You get it right, you get 2K. Okay, take a look at this police report from the local schoolyard. Suspect caught attempting to relocate cylinder. Officer It placed him in custody. While doing so, an unknown person relocated the cylinder, causing a major jailbreak. All right, what game is this? Red Rover, capture the flag, freeze tag, or kick the can? People in jail that are freed by relocating a cylinder, we call that kick the can, my friend.
Yeah. Why were those that
Of course,
made
in my
sense with the
neighborhood, other
cylinder
version was
part?
called kick the crotch. Usually my crotch got to be it. Lucky me. All right, I need a category. Today's specialties include, yet again, God's busting our humps. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. All right, in case you haven't read it in a while, the Bible expressly forbids the practice of usury. Given the translation of usury, which of the following should be added to a contemporary biblical translation? Thou shalt not pimp, thou shalt not loan shark, thou shalt not murder, or thou shalt not blackmail.
I'm warning you, God. Keep blackmailing out of the Bible or Mrs. God finds out about the Virgin Mary.
Oh, it was loan
Why
shark,
didn't you
wasn't
pick
it?
this one? Usury is the practice of lending money with interest, something that the Bible condemns. So, good Christians and Jews will all go out and stone the loan sharks and banks who charge $1.50 to use an ATM. Category, please. All right, don't freak out on me or nothing, but you're about to jump head first into a
This or that.
The category for this this or that question is bleeping, to tell the whole truth. Okay, now I'm going to read off 7 last names, and for each one, I'd like you to tell me if it's a Supreme Court justice, an MTV personality, or both. As each one comes up, if it's somebody that has spent time sitting on the Supreme Court bench, press 1. If it's somebody who chose to spend their time as an MTV personality, press 2.
Yeah.
Press 3 if it's both, and press 4 if you want to skip it. I'll
Why
give you
do I get
$1,000
stuck with
for a
both
right
again?
answer. You lose 1,000
Didn't
for
work
each
so
one you
good
get
last
wrong,
time.
or you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds. You ready? Let's dance. Bellamy, Supreme Court or MTV?
MTV.
O'Connor.
Out of justice.
Kennedy.
Both.
Ginsburg.
Ginsburg, justice.
Loader.
MTV.
Scully,
Justice.
last one. What? Head.
MTV.
Ain't got no more. Yeah, way to go, Professor. Let's see your new score. So now what? Are you going to pack up the truck and move to Beverly Hills? Way to go. Let's get out with the game. Time to pick a category. And our special guest tonight, the witness would make a great gavel. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. See if you can wrap your skull around this. Imagine Pinocchio is on the witness stand at a trial, committing which of the following would not make his nose grow? Sedition, prevarication, slander, or perjury?
I think sedition?
Prevarication, slander, and perjury all refer to dishonest actions. Sedition refers to attempting to overthrow the government.
Yeah. It didn't have
We must
anything to do with
overthrow the
lies.
tyranny of Geppetto. Come on, people. Are you all just puppets for the man?
No! No! Oh, you know, actually, yeah, we are, really.
All right, I need a category. All right, give it up for I like my inmates extra crispy. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Yep, that San Diego chicken is one hell of an entertainer. But I don't know how he keeps his cool with all those crazed fans. Imagine the San Diego chicken had to do some hard time, considering that it was the jail of the famous
Alcatraz.
Birdman. The Birdman of Alcatraz was an inmate who became a world authority on birds.
And he also escaped.
All right, Mug, that bird mask is coming off right now. Oops. Well, I guess it wasn't a mask. Ew. Throw me a category. I believe this one is called
The Agony of
Row, rows,
14.
Boat, what up? You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Poor Death Row Records. Remember when Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Nate Dogg all left the label? Yeah, of course you do. Because you've got a mad knowledge of the gangsta rap scene, right? If all those gangster rappers left Death Row to head on over to Music Row, what would they most likely be doing? Making fat grooves at the Grand Ole Opry, kicking at Radio City Music
They
Hall,
would be in
checking at
Nashville.
The Rock and The Grand Ole Opry in Nashville is known as Music Row.
New York, Cleveland,
Yo,
Memphis.
what's up? Me and my homies chilling at this grand old Opry, bunch of freaking.
I mean, if it was Jason Aldean, I guarantee you they would be swearing like sailors.
You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get $2,000. If you're wrong, you're losing 2,000. Oh, and one more thing to remember. Remember the clue. The two words that match have to fit this clue. Latins have dark roots. Good luck getting to the root of this jack attack. See ya.
Okay. Friend of the Court, Amicus. Okay, got it. Let the buyer beware. What for what? Yeah, that's about right. At first view, there you go. Testing me out in Latin, that's not great, but I think we'll be okay. Buried in this country.
Yeah, you're some kind of small wonder, my friend. Let's look at your final score.
All right.
That's it. Way to go, my friend. Like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer, will ya? Because
You don't know Jack.
I think I did pretty good, honestly.
Woohoo! Yes, yes, you are on the high scoreboard. Just let me know if you want to play again. Yes! Woohoo!
Thank you for that
Hey, if this episode is
enthusiasm.
a keeper, just hit F and mark it as a favorite.
Around the same time, so.
I feel
Alright, that concludes the Crime and Punishment episode of Louder, Faster, and Funnier. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Ticket